This DM brief brought to you by Warm Honey Social, helping you build a buzzworthy brand and online presence.
I just mentioned to you that I came from, a place where Muslim extremists and terrorism and all of that. So I am on my final day of doing surveillance training. We do surveillance training. Basically, they train us on how to detect if somebody is following you. And the reason for that is, we go do sensitive meetings. We can meet with sources of information. And if I bring surveillance, if I bring somebody with me, that could be really, really bad for my source. They could arrest him. They could kill him. So in my final day of surveillance training, my instructor comes there and goes, okay, look, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be watching you. Ignore me. I don't exist. I'm there to take notes to see how you perform. I'm like, okay, that's great. And as I'm about to kick off to go to do my, with a car, driving to do my surveillance detection route, we call it an SDR, my instructor comes, he cuts me off. He goes, stop, get in my car. I'm like, whoa, I'm being kicked out of the program. Did I really mess something up so badly? He goes, get in my car. I'm like, what did I do? He's like, something really bad just happened in New York. I'm like, okay. Why do we care here? I mean, I got to do my run. He goes, no. Something major happened in New York. And a few minutes later, as I'm sitting with him, the Pentagon gets hit by a plane. It was on 9/11.
Wow.
We just got attacked. And then all of a sudden, I realized, oh my goodness, like here I am. I'm in the CIA. I'm in training to become an operations officer who speaks Arabic, who understands the Middle East. And this just happens. That's when I knew. When people tell me, how do you justify being a Christian and being something in the CIA? I said, listen, everything happens according to God's plan. God had me at that place already vetted, being trained to be able to serve my country as I understood terrorism and being able to help my country in the war against terror. So
sure,
that's how that career started. So I understood the roots of Islamic extremism because as Christians in the Middle East, we say we were the canaries in the coal mine. We were targeted first. We were subject to this ideology of hate, ideology that preached violence. And that's extremist Islam. I'm not talking about all Muslims now, right? I'm talking about the extremists. So it helped me greatly in my job because as I was doing my work in counterterrorism and met with a lot of terrorist sources. These were not the Boy Scouts. These were very hardened terrorists, bad guys. But I understood the ideology that motivates them. I understood that there's also a spiritual element to this. That this was not just flesh and blood. There was a spiritual element to that hatred. So it helped me to navigate through that. But it helped me to view these people as you're a terrorist, you're a bad guy. But isn't our God is a God of redemption? Isn't our God is also a God of compassion? You're like, this is crazy. What do you mean you have compassion for terrorists, for bad guys? Well, we hate their sin. We hate their bad behavior. But we can't hate people because our job is to be salt and light. So I try to the extent possible to find redemption. So I talk with these terrorists, and there's this one terrorist source became very, very interested in the gospel. As I'm talking to him, he goes like, "Wait, you don't hate me? You don't want to kill me? I mean, we're bad people. We killed a lot of Americans, and of course there are consequences, and these people were detained. But the realization when he understood the concept of forgiveness, redemption, and we would have discussions about those. That to me was very rewarding.
Thanks for joining this DM brief. To hear the rest of Joseph's story, check out his full episode. And don't forget to rate and review.